without any reform, proper reform to the HST rebate structure, I know they've reformed HST for first-time home buyers under a million, or it's scaled up to $1.5 million, which I don't think is enough. If you don't want to take away the HST rebate to $1.5 million for all purchasers, then I think you've got to look at the HST rebate and index that a little differently, because that's 11% right off the top.
And that's a lot in a market like you said in Toronto that the average is north of a million. 11% is 100K.
I don't know if people really know this, but do you think a builder makes 100K on every unit that they produce? Nobody's making 100K per unit. The margin isn't 10%. You'd like to think it is, and maybe you can convince yourself at the very start of a project it might be, but it's not there. And the big eye opener for me is when I look at the tax base and the cost structure, and I'm not even talking about construction costs. The other big one is development charges. When your development charges are approaching 10 to 12% of the unit price, and now you've got HST at 11%, you're nearing a quarter of the unit price. It's getting pretty close. Is those two taxes alone? And we haven't even touched other things like, what it costs to
The
hook up to
parks and
Toronto
levies.
Hydro, parks levies, another big one.
Yeah.
All the city fees you pay to go through the development process. So I think until development charges scale back and until HST rebate reforms happen, I think it's going to be very challenging to pencil projects.